Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus. And so, last part, we got through the remainder of the... we got through basically the first half of the final dungeon, where we go through as 4 pairs of characters. And now we're on to the... I guess that was really the first 2/3, and this is like the final third of the dungeon. So we've got one more section to go through before we have to take on, before we take on the being behind this, the final boss. What am I doing? There you go. Smack him in the face. Ow, bitch. There you go. So yeah, this section of the dungeon is actually really simple. It's just basically a straight shot. Basically, it... Oh my god, I'm doing so badly here. There we go. But basically, you basically... There's only one direction you can... You kind of railroaded it into one direction. And so you can basically... Sorry, fucking hell. Sorry about that. You can only go really one direction with this dungeon. So it's really simple and easy. There's a fair few enemies here that you have to deal with, but yeah, basically you're kind of locked off. You kind of have to go up this way first to find a switch. Find a switch which allows us to turn to open up the way to the next section of the dungeon. Yep, just here. I'm sorry if you can hear the dog in the background. He never fucking shuts his mouth. So you hit this switch, and that brings down the little gate here. And then once we've gone through this section, we can hit another switch, which enables us to open up the moves those blocks out of the way, which are causing us problems. Oh my god! Thank God I got auto life pretty much. Shit. Yeah, the one thing which pisses me off in action RPGs more than anything else. It's enemies that kind of hit you and then kind of run away from you. It's just so fucking frustrating to have to run after them and not be able to smack them in the face. So yeah, we've got our mini boss to deal with here. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, so at this point I'm just like, fuck it. Just hit him with everything you've got. Just keep smacking him. Doesn't matter how much damage he does on you. Just keep smacking him in the face. He'll go down eventually. Keep going. There you go. One more hit. Boom. He's done. He's out of the way. And so yeah, that opens up these blocks now move out of the way. So we can continue forward to the next part. Boop. 1-4. I think... I'm trying to remember what it does. I think that just increases your magic power. Like your special attack strength, I think, from what I remember. It's of the dark kind of type, so yeah, I think so. I'm not 100% sure. So, because at this point I'm just kind of like sorted with what I'm using. I'm not really going to be changing anything up on any of the characters at this point, because I've got the best armor. I've got the best armor I could possibly get. Got the best. Got all my abilities and weapons in order. so there's really no need to change anything. So yeah, we've still got some more stuff to do. Another mini boss. Yeah, this is just fuck it. Let's just use up one of my special attacks to deal with this dude. And finish him off. There you go. All dead. So yeah, we've got a couple of places that we can go. So yeah, I think there's more chests for us to get. There's a couple of chests I think for us to get. There you go. Chest. Cure Potion 3. Nice. That's useful. And then we've got, yeah, this is the other one, which should be another chest, I think. There we go. Fuck you. You're dead. Or is there... No, this is the way forward, sorry. This is the way forward. There is a chest up there, though, I think. I did see a chest. I saw another pathway. I mean, if you don't really care, you could just head straight on. Like, you know, you could just leave the chests alone. You don't, not like you really need them at this point. So yeah, Asuka's here. Oh, there we go. It's a switch. Asuka's here because I pressed the wrong buttons. Because this recording session, it had been a while since I'd last recorded, and so I'd kind of forgotten what the buttons were to the shortcuts to get the to heal myself up and stuff. Yeah, that was me. I was paralyzed there. And I didn't really notice for a little while. And up here. Oh yeah, like I said, like this section of the dungeon is simple, as in, you know, there's only like it's you know, it's linear as fuck. But by the same token, ow, bitch! What am I doing? Dead. There we go. It is linear, but it's quite long. Especially if you're fighting everything, it takes a while. I mean, at this point, do I really need the money? I don't think I really do at this point. I've gotten like more than enough money to last me like it'll last me probably another 2 or 3 playthroughs, but whatever. Let's move on. Oh, it's another one of these pricks. Stop running away, you fucking asshole. Stay here. There you go. Fucking dead. Alright. There we go. Teleportation. And yeah, still not fucking done. God, I've forgotten how long this section was, man. This is a fucking long section. This final dungeon is pretty goddamn long. In all honesty, I don't think it's super hard, the final dungeon. It's not like it's super hard, it's just long. There's a lot of stuff that you need to do in order to, you know, and there's no real way to shorten it either, because you have to go in every single area just to you know, you have to go in every single area. Oh my god, I'm really sucking here. Yeah, I was just fed up at this point. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but yeah, you can't really shorten it because you have to go to every single area to make sure that there's no switches that you've accidentally missed or whatever. So it's a real pain in the ass in that regard. Oh god, dead. And Sora's leveled up. They're doing fucking nothing. Okay. Alright, let's keep going. I think we're nearly there now. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. By the way, yeah, this is a fairly beefy part. It's fairly long because there was just no good place to cut. And yes, we're nearly done. We're nearly done, boys and girls. It's nearly done. This is the final section before we get to the final boss. But yeah, this part is really fucking long. The problem was that there was no real good place to kind of cut. So I kind of had to just, you know, have a... Basically, it was... I needed to have this slightly longer normal part. 28 minutes. Fucking hell. Needed to have this 28-minute part in order for the other parts to be of a decent length. So it's kind of a pain. But whatever. I think this is it now. Yes. Jesus. Yeah, here we are. The final doorway. We're finally here. Beyond this door is the final boss of the game. It's time for us to take him on. Him or her. Who knows who it could be. So yeah, final boss is through here, baby. Let's get everyone together. It's time to end this once and for all. Whew. Yep, so that's the end of the final dungeon. Got an A out of it, that's not bad. I believe at this point you're not given the option to change your characters around because in the final boss all members participate. So they'll all be held, basically they'll all be held in reserve, and what will happen is as you go through the boss fight, players will basically be knocked out of commission. Members of your party will be knocked out of commission, and one of the reserves will be put in their place. And so, yeah, at this point, you need to make sure that you have every single person in your party at least have really strong equipment. They don't have to have the absolutely best equipment possible, but they have to have good equipment so they don't get fucking one-shotted. And here we are, the Throne of Capricious Fate. To be honest, this is a pretty nice and tranquil final area for a boss fight. It's kind of like a very tranquil kind of area. I think it kind of works pretty well. JRPGs tend to do this a lot, I've noticed. You know, the final boss, you know, being the final boss area kind of being kind of like quiet and serene in contrast to the fight that's about to take place. So yeah. So at the heart of the dungeon, the final boss is... You're gonna turn around. I don't want to blow my load too early. Yeah, it's Shiori. The Princess of Doom, Shiori. That's kind of silly, but yeah, Shiori is the main bad guy and villain at the center of this the whole time. And so at this point, this is where we're finally going to get the explanation of what the hell is going on with Shiori and what's kind of going on here. As to why is she at the heart of the box? Why is she, you know, the villain kind of at the heart of all of this? Yeah, so everybody kind of knew, but it still kind of hits them pretty hard that, yeah, they didn't want them. It's a case of they knew that this is probably what was going to happen, that this was who was probably at the heart of everything, but for Ko's sake, they didn't want this to be the truth. So yeah, Shiori is in fact not the real Shiori. And we're going to find out what she means by that in a minute. I will say her design, it's kind of cool. I kind of like her, the way she looks kind of Shiori, looks like Shiori, but she's kind of, sorry, what's the word? She's looks kind of otherworldly while still having Shiori's guise. It's kind of a cool design. So yeah, the revelation finally that basically Shiori died 10 years ago in the disaster. She was crushed by debris right in front of Ko. So yeah, Shiori got crushed and was killed 10 years ago. I will say it was kind of, doesn't look like she's crushed though. Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. But sorry, but yeah. So yeah, the first time I played this game, this was kind of a kick to the balls. That, you know, Shiori never survived. That basically she died 10 years ago. So yeah, she dies. She died 10 years ago. And this is quite a heartbreaking scene. The voice acting here is really fucking good. Ko kind of losing, you know, the voice actor for young Ko kind of losing his mind. It's really fucking good voice acting. Ko was safe and we were together until the end. Yeah. So yeah, because of what she decides to do at this point is that she got scared by Ko's scream. Basically because she knows Ko so well. She would have realised that she would have realised that basically he would have blamed himself till the end of time because he let her hand go. You know, he let her hand go at the wrong time and she got killed because of it. Of course, that's not how it works. I mean, he was a little kid at the fucking time. It's not his fault, obviously, but she knows that he would blame himself for it. So she prayed and prayed so that basically this would be all one big dream, so that Ko wouldn't go insane and blame himself. And the creature at the heart of everything, it granted its dying wish. Granted her dying wish. Basically it fused with Shiori to create a new entity and basically created a whole new reality just inside Morimiya. Basically inside Morimiya, Shiori didn't die. She's 100% fine. And she continued to live her life happily alongside Ko and everybody else. But of course, this influence, this reality only expands as far as the outskirts of Morimiya. Go outside of Morimiya and basically it's like, yeah, it's reported that, yeah, she did actually die. You know, she's one of the dead. One of the people who passed away during that time. And so the whole point of why she's doing, the whole point of her doing what she's doing now is to basically turn it, to basically make this reality expand across the whole world so that Shiori always exists. So yeah, but at the end of the day, this still isn't Shiori. This is basically a creature that wants to proliferate the eclipse throughout the entire world, and she's using and is kind of using Shiori's final will and testament to kind of do that. So that's the whole reason why sorry. So it's pretty much this lie is the reason why the eclipse stuff has been able to grow gradually over the last 10 years. Because, you know, Shiori not wanting Ko to, you know, hate himself and possibly do something rash, she basically took in this kind of other entity, which has slowly been kind of growing its influence inside Morimiya, with the goal of growing its influence across the entire world. So it's kind of Shiori's fault, but not really. It's basically someone taking advantage of. It's basically a creature taking an entity taking advantage of Shiori's kind of kindness and taking advantage of how much she cares about Ko. So yeah, that's what she's gonna do. Spread this over the whole of Japan. So Yuki, it's not impossible. Yeah, so basically that's what the box is for. Basically to power up the lie and then kind of make it strong enough so that when the box is opened it goes throughout the entire world. Yeah, and I kind of like as well that Asuka's the first one to kind of say, nah, fuck you. I don't care what you look like. I'm not going to let you do this shit. And Ko's kind of left on the sidelines a little bit. For a little while here. Yep, so she's powering up at this point. I think that's a subtle nod to the players there. Final boss, not gonna be easy, bitch. So everybody else except Ko at this point is just like, alright, time to fight. And he's like, the fuck are you doing? So yeah, it is partially his fault. If you're looking at, you can look at it that way. That basically, Shiori being worried about him and how the young him would react is what has caused all this crap. So yeah, she has two choices. Either Shiori disappears from this world, or Shiori gets accepted everywhere. Yeah, and this kind of explains why Ko is the way he is. Why he has to constantly keep working, why he keeps going to different jobs and new things, meeting new people, is because deep down he knows that he's lost something vital, i.e. Shiori, and he's just been trying to fill that void the whole time, and that's why he's been acting the way he has these past 10 years. So yeah, Ko at this point is like, I don't give a shit. You've always been there. You've always been Shiori, so that's who you are. I'm not gonna let you deny it.
いいぜ。他の誰にも譲らねえ。幼馴染として、俺が力ずくでも認めさせてやる。
So yeah, Ko's finally able to get some stuff off his chest.
お前の手を離さねえ。嘘だな。
And at this point, he's like, don't care. The lies, everything, he's gonna fix it somehow. Doesn't care. He's gonna save the world and bring Shiori back. That's what he's gonna do. Yeah, it's very very Ko and very kind of anime main character, I suppose, as well. But yeah, but she's still gonna fight. She's still gonna give everything. She's going to imprison everyone in the world. So yeah, now it's time for the final boss fight, and yeah, this is a pretty cool design. This kind of big, kind of a big dragon body with like a humanoid form stuck at the top of it, and the horns and the flowing hair. Ravenous chaos. My apologies. It looks really cool. I do really like this boss design. It looks kind of badass. Time for the final battle. Yep, time for the final fight. I also kind of like that Rion is the only one who is the only one of them Ko who says they're going to get Shiori back. And it's kind of nice as well that Asuka says, let's finish this together. Kind of shows her growth during the game as well. But the final boss isn't going to be till next time. So join me next time for the next part of Tokyo Xanadu EX Plus, when we'll be finally taking on the final boss of the game. So yeah, see you next time.